So in this session we are going to learn about the error events. Okay, so error events are those events which are triggered by some custom error or any technical error. Okay, in our process the error events can be a catch event or a boundary event or an AND event. Okay, so we can define multiple types of error events. So in this session we are going to look a simple case, simple case, okay, where in our process there is a start event, and in this script task we are just simply logging the message I am about to throw an error, and after that we are simply throwing an error, and after that we are going to catch this particular error here, and we are going to log the error message and everything, and then we are going to end the process. There is one thing you need to note here, that when you are throwing an error, okay, so you can start a different process from the error event only in the sub process scope. This error event cannot be a different process, means you can't call a different process from this error end event. Okay, it must be within the same scope, so it must be a sub process when you are creating a error start event. First thing is this, and the second thing is, let's take the example here in, yeah, this is also an error start event. Okay, so we have created a process and we are generating two sequence flow, and suppose execution arriving at this particular point, so we are throwing this error and we are catching this error. Okay, there can be a scenario, so in this particular scenario we have a parallel execution. Suppose our execution is at this point and it is creating two parallel execution. So if it will go to this particular point and this particular end event, this particular end error event is gonna throw an error. So when it will throw an error, it will terminate this process scope and start a new process scope from this error event. It will be on the same parent process scope, but it is going to terminate this process execution. Okay, so same in the case of this one. So here they have used the error as a boundary event. Okay, here also we have a parallel execution, and in this parallel execution we are starting two parallel execution here. So if our execution will arrive at this point and it will throw an error, so at the boundary of this scope it is going to check if there is any error event which can catch this error. If it will catch this error, it will destroy the scope of this particular process and start an execution from this point. So same in our case, when execution will arrive at this point, it will destroy the instance of this process and it will create a new instance here. So here it is creating a new execution instance. So when it is going to arrive at this point, it will terminate the execution of this first process, and then it will start a new process instance of this sub process. But in the case of this one, it will terminate the execution of this one, but this error event will run on the same scope of this parent process. Okay, so now let's just simply run our project. So what we are going to do, we will simply log the message I am about to throw an error, then we are going to throw some error, and this error we are going to throw, and we have created a custom error name my error event, and error code will be my error event code, and our message will be I am an error, catch me please. Okay, and here we are going to catch this error my error event and my error event code, and we need to map these this error name and error code to some any variable. So we are going to provide the value of the error code and error message here. So this will be error code and error message, which will be present in our execution variable of this particular sub process. So we can access this variable here. Say I caught the error, and we are simply printing error code as this one and error message as this one. So we have mapped our error code and error message to this particular variable. That's why we are accessing it to accessing it from the execution variable. So our project is started. Now let me simply run this one on incognito. We are going to provide demo cancel, and let's go to task list and start the process. This is our error event process, and now I am going to start the process. So see, let's check the logs. So it is printing I am about to throw an error. It is coming from this task. Now it came to this execution point and it has simply thrown the error. It came to this point and now it will simply put whatever we have here. I caught the error. Now it has printed I caught the error. Now we are printing the error code and error message, and this error message is nothing but the values we are sending from here. So these errors can be a business error. In our case, means I have created a business error, means you can provide any name. This can be a technical error as well, and you need to catch this specific error and bind it to some variable here. That way we can use the means error event functionality in Camunda.